Okay, before we get into this, I want to quickly ask for some feedback, if that's okay. Do you want me to continue showing gacha games in these monthly roundups, or should I keep it to premium titles or free games that definitely have no sketchy monetization methods? Look, these days there are so many clickbaity mobile YouTube channels out there, and I try my hardest to avoid practices that they follow, and I think including gacha games is kind of going down that road, which I don't want to do. So let me know in the comments what you think. I personally don't even like gacha games, but I understand the appeal of them to some degree. But ultimately, I guess it's up to you. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. Here are 10 new App Store games from August 2022. In a nutshell, Descenders is about, well, descending down hills on a bike, but it goes further than that. Jump into a career session, trying out different locations, enjoy a free ride, and make your own rules, attempt a daily challenge, play with others in a multiplayer lobby, or have a go at one of the bike parks. Procedurally generated worlds are really a plus for this game, as it makes every ride feel new and fresh. I've been so excited to talk about Descenders on this channel. It's probably one of the biggest App Store releases of this year so far. Sure, the graphics are quite downgraded from the PC and console version, and it kind of sucks that it's capped at 30 FPS on literally every device. But Noodlecake have brought all the content here from the original game, and that is a good achievement alone. It even has full controller support with rumble vibration. Awesome! Descenders costs $9.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. Papers, please! Has you becoming an immigration inspector? Control the flow of people entering the Arstetskin side of Grestin and Kolochia. I know I said something wrong there, and I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce those words. Among the immigrants and visitors looking for work are sneaky hidden smugglers, spies, and terrorists. I never played the original game on PC, I must be honest, so at first glance I found this game a little boring. But after about 30 minutes, I don't know, my opinion completely changed. I love the unique art style, the dialogue interactions especially, and how you have to go into full detective mode here. Use only the documents provided by the travelers and make sure everything is accurate. It's very important that you use the Ministry of Admissions, primitive inspect, search, and fingerprint systems to decide who can enter and who will be turned away or even arrested. Papers, please, costs $4.99 USD. It is available on iPhone and iPad only. Tower of Fantasy is another new free gacha game. It's basically a Genjin sci-fi clone maybe, but its graphics style also reminds me of Borderlands 3 for some reason, but some of you will probably disagree there. I will say the combat is kind of flat in terms of not being fluid and is a little clunky, so hopefully they can work on that. But the voice acting is actually okay. The main selling point of Tower Fantasy is having controller support. Keep in mind though, it doesn't work for menu interaction, and just a few on-screen buttons are not supported with the controller. The game also has keyboard and mouse support, however, mouse support is completely unresponsive at this time. Another bonus feature is up to 120 FPS support, however, make sure to play at around medium settings so that you don't fry your battery and avoid thermal throttling. Tower of Fantasy is available on iPhone and iPad only. Plug and Digital have been killing it with their mobile releases lately. Their newest edition is Urban Trial Pocket. While the game is freaking difficult, for me at least, it's likely the best motorbike trick game we've seen on the App Store, or mobile in general. The game offers 30 levels and side challenges and 3 single-player modes are on offer. Trickster, perform tricks to get points. Timed, reach the finish line as fast as possible, and something else. I haven't unlocked the last mode. The graphics are maybe on par with, Urban Trial on Switch, but the game is sadly capped at 30 FPS. I strongly suggest playing this game with a controller to more easily nail the tricks. Urban Trial Pocket has a demo providing the first 4 levels for free, I believe. One in-app purchase of $4.99 USD is needed to buy the full game. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. Hindsight is another beautiful adventure game brought to you by Annapurna Interactive. It definitely went under the radar last month, so I'm hoping some of you check it out. Players relive the characters' key moments from birth to present day, frozen in time. As you explore, you'll discover she is trying to make sense of it all, the good and bad times, the grief, and growing up. What we all go through. Revisit her childhood home, sort through personal belongings, and step through windows to memories frozen in time. You can even play this one with a controller, which is kind of cool. Hindsight costs $4.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. I strongly suggest playing the game on an iPad Pro for 120 FPS support. It makes the transitions even more spectacular. Archaica: The Path of Light is an atmospheric puzzler with lasers and mirrors that introduces a mystical and ancient world full of challenging puzzles. I get it, not everyone loves hardcore puzzle games, but this one is something else, especially in terms of its high-end visuals. I spoke in depth with the original developer of this game. It's from Two Mammoths, a very small indie studio that consists of just 2 brothers. In fact, the brothers left their jobs to work on this game. Archaica uses a custom engine. Its engine port and game code remain unchanged from the original PC release, except for the UI parts and iOS systems integration. Virtual programming ported the game to the Metal Graphics API, and apparently some issues came up compared to running the game under OpenGL. So what I heard is that virtual programming needed some time to learn Metal. Archaica: The Path of Light costs $4.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Mac. I must be honest, I tried with this one, but boy do I suck. I'm so bad. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but I just can't get the hang of it, so I'm sorry for the awful gameplay. Anyway, Pocket Skate is a fun skateboarding game, packed with rad tricks, good controls if you can get around them, and very cool characters. You can customize your skateboard, trying out different colors, and you can choose different characters and change their appearance. There is a training mode, which I strongly recommend. We also have a free skate mode, and the main skate mode for unlocking new tricks and leveling up. The game doesn't have controller support, but the developer said this is something they are looking into. Pocket Skate costs $3.99 USD. It is available on iPhone and iPad only. I've talked about Inscryption on this channel a few times, but that was for the Steam and Epic Games Store version. In August, Devolver brought Inscryption to the Mac App Store. Inscryption is an inky black card-based odyssey that blends the deck-building roguelike escape room puzzles and psychological horror into a blood-laced smoothie, or so they say. What's even darker still are the secrets that happen to be inscribed upon the cards that you use. The game is so unbelievably polished from the art design, card gameplay, and story. I strongly suggest checking it out. Inscryption costs $19.99 USD. As I said, it is only available on Mac. I hope it can come to mobile in the future. I would say most of you who are watching this, if you are watching on a Mac, can play this game, as it's got very low requirements. Cueist 2 is quite clearly the sequel to the original pool and snooker game, released on the App Store back in 2015. You can play against a friend, or challenge one of the CPU-controlled players. Simplified controls enable easy play on any platform, or you can even play with a game controller. There is quite a bit of content on offer: customizable tables, 8 selectable physics models, multiple shot types like swerve and jump shots, and a wealth of opponents. There really isn't much else to say. It's a pool and snooker game, you get the idea. Cueist 2 costs $2.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, and Mac. It's on everything. It's time for us to return to the taverns of Card Crawl. Card Crawl Adventure is a solitaire-style, roguelike deck-building card game. Travel around the world visiting taverns, play against monsters, and loot for treasure. You can draw a path across your cards to combine them for powerful attacks and magical spells. Collect and improve your cards, equip powerful items, and refine your strategy. So each character comes with its own cards and effects, and this is done to challenge you and enforce courage and resourcefulness. Card Crawl Adventure is said to improve on all aspects of the original: more features, character archetypes, bosses, and so on. The game is totally free, but there are 5 or so character classes available as in-app purchases if you want to mix things up. It is available on iPhone and iPad only. What do you think of these new App Store games from August 2022? Are you impressed or disappointed? This was a really solid month in my opinion, with a game for all types of humans. Maybe it was the best month so far of 2022 for App Store gaming. Anyway, I'm really excited for the next few months though, especially as we get closer to the release of No Man's Sky on iPad, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, leave a like if you found this video helpful, and subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with new App Store releases. My name is Stewie, and thanks for watching.